This is it. Judgment Day. Today, things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. Ah! What's the big idea? Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. Edgeworth is looking glum as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. Ah! What are you doing? Sorry! I'm sorry! I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge? Right. Good idea. Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out. Ah, pal! What's gotten into that girl? Detective Gumshoe. Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning. How did it go, Detective? Have no fear. As promised, I've captured our runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Oh, thanks, Detective Gumshoe. Oh, you must be tired. Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name. But that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm going to prove it. Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready. Right. Very well. We have reached the final day in our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood. Come on, don't be awed into silence by every little thing he says. Very well. Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake, from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity. Witness, why did you run away yesterday? The witness was not running away, as he will now testify. I see. Very well, please begin your testimony. Okay. Why did you run away? I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did. But I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I need one of those motive things, right? I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as is. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we? He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm going to prove it. Okay. Actually, what do I have left on me? Okay, so I've got my attorney badge, the autopsy report, photo. Is the only thing I'm missing... No, I actually still have everything. I have my own case file from this. As well as the... Okay, so I didn't actually lose anything. Huh. I would have figured after the end of last time, like, Von Karma would have stolen everything DL6 related. Like the photo, the file that I had, even like the picture of Misty Faye. But no, it's just that what... I guess what it implied was that he took the file that was actually there, so we couldn't look at it anymore. And we gained this DL6 bullet. Okay, well, I don't think I have anything immediately apparent, so let's just press him on everything. I'd call what you did running away and not just leaving. You heard Larry's testimony and realized you were in danger. Now, Mr. Wright, there's no need to rush to conclusions. As I said, the witness was not running away. Listen to the testimony. Sure seems relaxed. In fact, they both do. Von Karma and Yanni Yogi. Okay, wasn't running away or nothing. Then why did you leave? He is just about to say why. Is it so hard for you to just quietly listen when someone is talking? Why is that quietly? Edgeworth would be guilty in 3 minutes. Yeah, it's what it would have been yesterday. Went to buy some food for Polly. Food? Well, Polly is a bit of a gourmand, you see. She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. They only have them in the big pet shop downtown. But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker shack? Well... I kinda got lost, you see? The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack. Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Karma. No one's going to believe that. I see. So he was lost. Please, Your Honor, come to your senses! Yeah, somehow I knew the judge would actually buy that. Figured I had nothing to do with this incident anyhow. You've lost much of your memory, is that correct? Yep. Seems like it. Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, You know exactly who you are. The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof. How am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old codger's head? That's impossible. I'm glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright. Very well, witness. Please continue. Need one of those motive things, and I don't got one. Okay, so possibly this is where I would need? Let's press him on this last point, though. How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right? Oh, you know what? Yeah, I just realized we are missing something. We're missing the freaking letter. Right? Yeah, we're missing the letter. So we did lose something! Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible. I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends. Might I say something, Mr. Wright? Yes. Yes, Your Honor? You've been saying the same thing now, over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past, or lack thereof, into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies. Order! Order! Mr. Wright, there's a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying that you know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor. Now this is interesting. I would like to know myself. So, who is he? Don't play dumb, Von Karma! Mr. Wright, please tell us this witness's name. Yanni Yogi. His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff. Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh! Yanni Yogi! From the DL6 incident! Figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case. But what does this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This man, this witness, is Yanni Yogi. Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory. This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go. Nick, how are you going to prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi? It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. I see. That makes sense. Huh? I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. Why? The witness has no fingerprints. What? No fingerprints?
You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with the stuff. Yep.
What? Yogi, you sneak! You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past! Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity. No! Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright? It seems that the case has been decided. No? No! I know what happened! I know everything! I just can't prove it! But no, I can't let it end like this. I can't lose! There has to be another way. There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one! Nick, what are we going to do? I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do? Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief, Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot? What is it, Nick? No. You're not going to! Your Honor! The defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal. Take Mr. Von Karma up? On my proposal? Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot! Order! Order! Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Need you even ask? This is a farce! I object! Wait a second! You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma! I have a right to do as you suggested! Huh. Well, if you're so desperate, then please, be my guest! Of course, should you go through with this, and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences. Nick, this is crazy! Well, still want to go through with your little game? Yeah, of course! It's just crazy enough to work. Plus, without the letter anymore, it's really the only thing we can do. I mean, I would like to just use the DL6 case file to kind of tie the names, but I guess that is a little bit flimsy. So, yeah, this is the best that we've got. Let the parrot take the stand. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard! Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least, I think so. Bailiff, bring in the parrot. Little parrot on the stand. It's cute. That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name! The witness is ignoring me. It must hurt to be ignored by a bird. Ahem. Very well. Witness? Who is your owner? Please testify for us. Who is your owner? To a freaking bird! Only in a video game. Hello! Hello! That's it! That's all we get. Certainly the most concise testimony we've heard so far. Very well, begin your cross-examination. Right. What are you going to do, Nick? I don't know. What do we do, Maya? Huh? Who is your owner? So it's literally just an ellipses and hello. Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her. Right, what do I say? What is your name? Maybe I should get her to say your name. Polly, what is your name? Polly! Mr. Wright? I think we've established that this parent is named Polly. Does this have anything to do with her owner's identity? Yes. Yes, it does. Huh? Ha! Fascinating! You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity. Then show us this proof. Nick, don't you think you're taking the bluffing a little too far? Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is the DL6 case file. There we go. Memory loss. After his arrest, fiancée Polly Jenkins committed suicide. This is it. The DL6 case file? That's quite a large file you have there. Which page is this proof on, then? Show us or stop wasting our time! Very well. Mr. Wright, please show us the page. Where in this file is the information connected to the parrot's name? That would be suspect data, right? Gotta make sure that I don't screw this up. Case file, victim data, suspect data. Yes, it's suspect data. It's on the suspect data page. This page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see? Indeed, it does say that, yes. What was his fiance's name? Polly Jenkins. Polly! Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her. I see. I guess that is possible. Bah! A mere coincidence, that is. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does that make you my granddaughter's fiancé? She's only 7 years old. Indeed. Alone, it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need some other corroborating evidence. Where am I going to find that? Nick, we're getting closer. One more. If we get one more piece of evidence. Right, but what? Huh! Very well. Witness, you may continue. The ellipses? Witness, you're here to speak. You must speak to me. Frankly, I can't believe that you're speaking to the parrot. Well, I guess we should try to get some information out of her. We need to show the judge our owner's Mr. Yogi. Okay, so it's back to this then. Okay, so... Have we forgotten something? Right, because she says don't forget DL6. As I recall, 2 days ago... Polly! Polly! Have we forgotten something? Don't forget DL6! If I can get Polly to say that here, that will prove that the caretaker had something to do with DL6. Polly? Have we forgotten something? Hello? Hello? That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot. Something we forgot. Hello? Hello? Oh, it's not working, Nick. She won't say it. This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it? Something the matter, Mr. Wright. Wait. Don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retained the parrot. Could he? Did he train her not to respond when we asked if we'd forgotten anything? Okay. The safe then? What's the safe number? I guess that's the only thing left. Maybe I'll get her to say the number of that safe. Huh? The safe? Why? Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay? Polly, what was the number on the safe in the shack? 1228. 1228. The date! That's the combination is the date of DL6! I just got that! My, what a reckless parrot. Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker. Oh my gosh, it totally does! Why did I not catch that sooner? Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it. Ha! Ridiculous. How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity? DL6. It's gonna ask us... Yeah, case summary. 12/28/2001. It's the... Yeah, case summary is what we'll need, because Von Karma's definitely gonna ask. The DL6 case file. What is this obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright, where in this file is something retaining to that safe number? Case summary. It's on the case summary page. The case summary? Specifically, the date on which the DL6 incident occurred. The date of the incident? December 28th. Well, that's today's date. 15 years ago. And the number on that safe is 1228. Oh! He used the date of the DL6 incident as the number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him. I see. Certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. Bah! This is not tangible proof! I set my ATM card's number to 0001 because I'm number 1. This has nothing to do with a date. Nothing! Wow, way to open yourself up to fraud. That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that's all. True, that is a possibility. However, 2 coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me. What are you saying? Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately! Witness! Tell us your name! Wait! This witness, he doesn't remember!
No, it's okay.
Huh?
I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done.
Nick, he looks totally different! This is the real Yogi, I think. Finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years. Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court.
My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court.
Order! Order! Yanni Yogi. So was it you who killed Robert Hammond? And tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death?
Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond. He said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would get me innocent. Get me off the hook. So, I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancé, my social standing. Then, this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it! Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets.
Wait a moment! Revenge? Against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean?
I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
Von Karma? Where is Mr. Yogi?
Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession.
Then the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is
Innocent. In this case, at least.
Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case. So I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections? I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything? Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. That is all. This court is adjourned. Did someone just say objection? Freaking knew Edgeworth would do something like this. It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means... No! Edgeworth? Your Honor, I object to your judgment! What do you mean? I am not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what? Nick! Edgeworth is trying to confess! He's going to say he's guilty! He's going to tell them he was the murderer in DL6 incident! He's going to tell them he killed his own dad! Uh-oh, what do I do? Object! Object! The judgment has already been passed! I object to Edgeworth's outburst! Didn't something like this happen yesterday, too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed. That would be Larry. We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth. He's right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out.